Alright, before I start this presentation, I want to make it very clear that I am not bashing COD in any way, and it's basically, I love this game series, and I am just trying to explain why there are insufficiencies in the series that a lot of people are commentating on about how they are bad and they should be fixed or replaced and how they probably won't be. It's very simple. In fact, you can find a perfect example in the past. History shows it in a very simple light. The dynastic cycle in ancient Chinese history, where the old rule would be kicked out for a new dynasty, shows it very clearly. And by dynasties in this example, let's compare them to COD games. First, a new COD game comes and it brings peace or it brings joy, and everyone's loving it and happy. But then a little time goes by, not generations, but maybe like a month or two, and people start getting upset about little tedious things and are pretty dang mad about it. And what comes after that? Well, the new COD game is announced. Let's say Old Dynasty loses Mandate of Heaven, which was like the godlike or the godlike heavenly presence that the dynasty had to rule, and they lose that. And let's say the COD game is now not in the favor of the COD players, and the new game is announced. And so the new game starts picking up pace and everyone's hyped for it, and eventually it replaces the old COD game and goes through the same exact cycle. This is a thing that is going to happen with every COD game. If you haven't noticed by now, it is exactly what's going on, and these games are built to end so that they can pick up with the next game in full swing and have it be the savior or the new dynasty. And that is basically what I'm going to explain in this video. And if you guys don't agree with me, that's fine. Just leave your comments below, and please give me feedback. I am just trying to explain my basic ideas of the marketing, not schemes, but ideas that Activision has behind COD games. Call of Duty, a game we all just love or we all just hate. There are two sides to this fan war, and that are the kids. Okay, those are the people, not only kids, because obviously not only kids play this game, that love Call of Duty dearly. Fanboys, what one may call them, and I would include myself as one of these such fanboys. And then there's those people who just despise Call of Duty, and they're like, oh my god, Call of Duty, it has no innovation, it should die. And, well, as much as that might seem to be true, there is actually, and as much as people say, no, it's innovative, and there's a lot of stuff to it, and there's, oh my god, this game is so new and amazing. Well, to be totally honest with yourselves, think about it. How much different is MW3 than MW2? Well, here's a cartoon that shows the average Go buyer's day who actually has the game versus someone who's like, it's bad. Insert reasons. Well, because I've never played the game. And that's a common case. But the reason these people see this is because of the fact that we need to dwell on what COD really is. It is a multi-million-dollar franchise. And just like any movie or any multi-million-dollar media product, what comes with being popular? The fact that they want to make more money by, redistributing a new release of the product. It's very simple marketing, and in general, all these YouTubers that I've been seeing lately that are complaining about Call of Duty being bad and they want the perfect COD, well, it's really never going to happen, and these are the following reasons why. COD is a noob-friendly game, and by this I mean that it is built so that new players can hop on and get to have fun and, get kills. They could be dying constantly, and if they die constantly, well, guess what they get? They get these, yes, death streaks, Dead Man's Hand, and the gambling effect of Dead Man's Hand that you see nowadays is that it's not only it's not. It could be Dead Man's Hand or it could be Last Stand, and you never really know, and it really freaking pisses you off sometimes. And why is it? Why is that exactly that they just decided to add in something so infuriating and frustrating, and so just freaking rage infesting? And it's very, very simple to explain. It's because their main market are noobs. Noobs are the major buyers of Call of Duty. And people might get raged by this, but hear me out. What I am saying is that Call of Duty is a fast growing franchise. And do you know who sells Call of Duty the best? Those people who have just got it into it for the first time. They have just gotten it for they're not as into it as the other people are. The hardcore Call of Duty players who know the game, those people who are hardcore and have played the game for years now, from like COD 4 or even before that, they aren't going to be talking about Call of Duty as eagerly as people who have just freshly gotten into the series. And that is why these death streaks are put into the game. It's simply because they make these people who are new to the game and are not doing well in the game feel like, oh my god, I got a kill. Yes, win. And they'll be like, yeah, I got a kill yesterday in Call of Duty. New people who may have never played it, and therefore more sales come in. And that's basically the logic behind making this game noob quote unquote friendly. Alright, let's get right into the next point. The following videos that I'm about to show you basically show my first two games of the day on Call of Duty that I got on couple days ago. And they show you basically the new base that I am talking about in a pretty clear image. And you see these guys every single day, every time you hop on a COD. They're there. These are the noobs that the marketing is going towards.
What now? Okay, Brett, it's like if I don't, okay, I don't even know if they can hear me.
I don't care about those.
But Brett, it's like if I don't, my neck gets smashed in half. You like get right in my face.
What I want it to be, let it be what I want it to be.
Because I don't know, he's an asshole, Brett. Like really, he gets right in my face and he screams at my face. And, like it's fucking stupid.
Crazy Portuguese.
Of course you do.
Brett, he is pretty fucking creepy.
I don't have the thing to check if it's a trap or not.
You're a fucking idiot.
Because it might be what I need.
No, what the fuck? You can read it.
I'm an emblem addict. I'm a skin emblem.
A skin emblem? What the hell?
I
no,
want
you go away.
that emblem.
Oh my god!
Alright, I wasn't talking in any of those games. Those people that were talking were randoms, and you could clearly pick out the noobs. And the first clip, the guy gets his care package stuck up on the top and he's complaining, and then he gets another care package and he gets a non-rightfully earned chopper gunner in it. Wow, that's the new base it's going towards. And the second one, the guy doesn't learn his lesson from the first bad care package and decides to go for another one and kills me in the process. These are the noobs that the game is selling to, and that is why they put in these streaks or death streaks, so that they can appeal to these guys. That is what marketing is going for here. The hyped up game, Call of Duty. You know it, I know it, we all know it. Call of Duty is one of the most hyped up things that has ever been in existence. The mass sales that it gets, there's a lot of hype and there's also a lot of fan base, but what would the company do to add to this? They really, really want to get their game hyped up, and it's a marketing ploy. Obviously, it's always a marketing ploy. The entire Call of Duty series is a marketing ploy to get more people to buy it. And I love this game, but that's what it is. And you got to realize that this is a franchise that sells a lot of money, and they want to keep selling it for a lot of money. And it's the exact same thing that you can see with a lot of different companies. Just take the iPhone, for example. Look at all these iPhones over the generations, and look how much they've really, really changed. Not a lot. And that is because, well, if you don't change something that's good, it's gonna keep selling. It's simple as that, and it's what keeps people attracted to it. It's what it is. It's its core that keeps what people like about it going. And if it's working, don't break it. That's the way it usually works. But of course, every now and then we've got to have innovation. So that is why that every COD that has come out is purposely deficient. And what do I mean by this? It means that they don't have something they could have for a certain reason. And the reason is because they want the game to die. Let's get on to the next clip, shall we?
Wow, holy crap. And the kid just spawns right there, really? Whoa.
Let's review what we just witnessed, shall we? We saw me die, and then spawn right in front of the enemy's line of sight, and at the same time, my teammate was complaining about the exact same spawning problems. Now, just like the iPad 2, the iPad 1, which we could call in this case Modern Warfare 3, is deficient in that it could have metaphorically have a camera that like the iPad 2 does versus the iPad 1. It could metaphorically have a dual core at that time, but they chose not to include it, and the reason is so that they could put it in the next installment, make the next thing that they will put out better. And you think by now, after all these COD games, they may have made a better spawn system than that. The fact that the spawn system in this game is bad is because they want this game to die. It really is the root of it. There might be reasons otherwise, but mainly bad things are put in this game so that it dies eventually, so that people are ready for the next adrenaline-filled COD game. COD is an adrenaline pumping burst. What it does when you get those good runs is fill you with adrenaline and you're super happy. It's almost like a drug in some senses, but that is exactly what COD is in an essence. And the reason bad things are put in the game, or they're not made perfect, quote unquote, is because that is not what's going to sell the next COD game. The next COD game is going to sell on the false pretenses of the last COD game. And that is how the COD cycle goes, my friends. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.